科塞廷菲律宾前参议员。
To begin with, the American bases are already here, and there are 9 of them already, and they want more. Okay, and that's enough to pulverize our entire country. If 9 of our sites are going to be hit because the U.S. bases are there, what's that going to make of us? We have disagreements with China. That's not a problem. We can discuss. We can openly discuss. Nobody dies in discussions. How is this entire thing related to the American presence here? Obviously, they're getting everything they want from us. And what are we getting from them? I don't see our national security threat as coming from external forces. No. Our own national security matters most to me because people are hungry. So my problem is not that we have enemies, so we need protection. So they have to look for an enemy for us because we don't have any. So they said, hey, let me see. China's your enemy. He's your neighbor, and he's a big, bad bully. I have friends who are very, very negative, or maybe distrustful, or maybe in the dark about China. We bring them to China on a tour, and instantly, complete turnaround, their attitude. They see the cities of China. Everybody listening and watching, you have your own cell phones. Top 10 bridges in China. The top 10 expressways or railway stations. So I want to learn from my neighbor, what is he doing? How did he feed 800 million people, lifted them out of poverty in 30 years? If China is our neighbor, then we can tell China, whatever discussion we have, whatever differences we have, now let's discuss first what we can do together, how we can improve our relationship. We saw China rose from the bicycle to the BYD. And now that they have all of this, why do they want to invade anyone? And if you want to be able to talk to your neighbor, it is best that you don't create an enemy out of him first. There's something that you are disagreeing about. Okay, why don't we talk about where we agree first and talk about the disagreements after? I'm talking like a person that has nowhere to go. I go to Xiamen, they're going to look at me, who are you? You don't look like Chinese, you're not from here. Although my grandfather was the first mayor of Xiamen. But I cannot go to China. China is not my home. This is my home. I am someone who has nowhere to go except here. That's the reason why I do not want our country to be a battlefield. Many others are afraid to talk. They cannot even plan for their business. This morning I had a conversation with my realtor, and they have a realty company. And they said, even the big companies are not even buying land or don't even want to think of building anymore because they're not sure about what's going to happen. And when your businessmen are in a state of anxiety, there's only one way to go, and it's not up. When the U.S. military bases were here in Angeles, Pampanga, that's Clark Field Air Base, and the Subic Naval Base, which was in Olongapo, right? Zambales, that area. The social cost of the presence of those bases in the Philippines is really enough to grieve for. You cannot imagine how Filipinos would be shocked if they cross the border of the sea in Subic. Yeah, you're not allowed. If you ask them, where are you from? They will say, I am from Pampanga. They didn't want to say, I am from Angeles City. There's a very bad connotation. Oh my God, like a ghetto. I mean, a ghetto with nightclubs. All nightclubs, there was drugs, prostitution, all these things, they were there. You know, we had an organization that was running a night care center. Prostitutes that go into the nightclubs have children, babies. They have no place to put their babies. So we had a little center, and the mothers would deposit their babies there, go to the clubs and work, and then come back for them in the morning. It was like a daycare center. But that entire strip was really a prostitution joint. Seriously, not just Angeles, also Olongapo. I don't know if they've cleaned up after they left in a huff, because there's still some toxins that are still there that have to be cleaned out, but I don't know if over the years if they have done that or not. Rapists were never charged and tried in the Philippines. This is not fairy tale. This is well documented. So these are social costs. We are fortunate as Filipinos, my generation. I am 72 years old. My generation did not experience any kind of war in the country. The worst experience I had was martial law. That's starting from 1972 September, where I saw really massive arrests. Many of my friends and people I know who were not my friends have already died, tortured, but that was the worst. It wasn't really a war here in the Philippines. But what about my children? What about my children's children? I mean, of course, there's no question. Sovereignty, independence, freedom, justice, these are very valuable, sacred words and realities and goals, aspirations. We want to see all of this. But at what price? At what expense? Can we not still keep talking? And just stop throwing the warmongering everywhere to make people accept that this is a reality. No country invaded us. We didn't have any external threat, not because the US bases were here, but because the Philippines has been a friendly country and we are a friendly people to everyone in the world. That was the reason why there was no threat to us. If the United States cannot address our needs, then what are you doing here? If we're going to still be just the same, with or without you, what are you doing here?